And welcome back to WGN News. I'm Rich King, and in sports, you can see behind me, we are moments away from the tip-off at the Arrowhead Pond in Anaheim. We'll bring you the Bulls and the Clippers right here on WGN, so stay with us. The Bulls having a fantastic road trip. They are 5-1, and tonight's game is, of course, the final stop. The Fighting Illini, meantime, had a great road trip tonight against 12th-ranked Duke.
The following is a presentation of WGN Sports.
The long and winding road.
You might expect some long, hard days on a trip that spanned 2 countries, 6 states, and 7 cities. But with a 5-1 record going into tonight, this trip doesn't seem so long at all.
Help, I need somebody. Help, not just anybody. Help.
Unfortunately, Dennis Rodman's return to the lineup has been postponed. But for now, with only tonight's game remaining, the Bulls can't wait to get back.
Back in the U.S., back in the U.S.
Back in the United Center. We're at the Pond in Anaheim, California. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls put a wrap on a 7-game road trip as they take on the improved Los Angeles Clippers. Hi, everybody. I'm Wayne Larrabee. Welcome to Bulls basketball on WGN. Well, this is a game being played in a home away from home as far as the Clippers are concerned. Most of their games are played up at the LA Sports Arena. This game down here in Anaheim, one of 10 that they stage throughout the season. For the Bulls, it doesn't matter if this is Los Angeles County or Orange County. It doesn't really matter. It's a road game and the wrap-up of what has been a successful road trip so far. A pleasure to have alongside Johnny Red Curran. Red, I see the Bulls are favored in this game, and it's not always easy to take care of business when you're the favored team, is it?
Well, you're right. This is a game that the Bulls would like to win and go home, but go back to the Vancouver game. The Bulls should win that one going away. We had a chance to ask Phil Jackson, what happens in games you're supposed to win? You have a little tougher time.
Well, the mental attitude and ball players that play games that you're chosen or you pick to win is that they should come in the ball game and find a way to control the level of the game. Normally, we like to control the tempo, keep it a low-scoring game, find a crack in the seam that breaks the game open. Now, the other night in Vancouver, we had 2 of them. One in the first half, it looked like we were going into an 8-point lead, and Ronnie Harper got stripped on his way to a layup, and they ended up getting a 3-point play, and that cracked the game back into a 3-point game, and they kept it tight that half. In the second half, we had an 8-point lead on our way, and we just fell into dire straits. Michael missed a technical foul, and we started muddling around offensively. I took Michael out of the game because I saw it was going to be that kind of a game, and we're going to need a fourth-quarter rally. Rally he did, and that's sometimes the way you have to win a game, on the back of a great player.
Trailing by 7 or 8 points in the fourth-quarter play, they open up the phone booth, and look who popped through.
You look at those stats, and those are not full game stats. That's only the fourth quarter. And yes, he let Michael go, and he did 19 points, 9 of 12 field goals, 2 steals. What a job.
Certainly Michael was the obvious, but there were some other subtle keys to that win the other night. These 2 players played very well.
Well, you look at Ronnie Harper. He doesn't get mentioned very much by the media except on a negative note, but he has been playing very well, 64% from the floor. And the last 2 games, you look at Dickie Simpkins doing a great job.
Yeah, as far as the LA Clippers are concerned, this is an improved team, no question about it. A big draft day deal with Denver provided Bill Fitch with the kind of depth he needs to build on.
Well, that's Rick Barry's son. He's playing very, very well. He will join these other 2 guys in the starting lineup very soon.
This is about 20% of the NBA season in the books already. We thought we'd take a look at some of the teams that are, well, maybe surprises for one reason or another. Orlando, top of the list, John. You'd have to consider them a surprise at this stage without Shaquille O'Neal.
Absolutely. 13-2, a great job done down there. Miami Heat, who would believe they'd be 10-3 at this stage, but they got that big Alonzo Mourning trade, and the Sacramento Kings are the surprise with 11-4. Phoenix Suns 7-7, Mavericks 6-8, not too good.
All right, we're moments away from the starting lineups. The opening tip coming up next. Bulls basketball on WGN.
Chicago Bulls basketball is brought to you by Cold Filtered Miller Genuine Draft, making the world a very cool place. Your local Ford dealer. See 5 of the 10 best-selling vehicles in America at your local Ford dealer today. Your local McDonald's restaurant. Have you had your break today? Electric Avenue, Montgomery Ward, the store for great prices on brand name electronics and appliances. AT&T, the official telecommunications company of the NBA. Your Chicagoland, Northwest Indiana Toyota dealers. I love what you do for me, Toyota. And by Southwest Airlines, the official airline of WGN-TV Sports. Fly Southwest, the low-fare airline.
On Sister Sister, the twins both have a date.
Hi, Joey.
With the same guy? Is it double the pleasure or double the trouble?
There's got to be a mature way to figure this out. Alphabetically. T-I-T-A. See you.
After Sister, then play home.
When Tyrell...
McDonald's donates $25 to charitables when any Bulls player slam dunks during the game. McDonald's now featuring the 2-for-2 McChicken sandwich and or 6-piece chicken McNugget at participating restaurants.
Wayne Larrivee, Johnny Redker at the Pond in Anaheim, California. The Chicago Bulls with a record of 12-2. The LA Clippers at 7-8. And here's how the lineups stack up for tonight's ball game. Starting out for the Bulls, Scottie Pippen up front.
13th in assists, the first forward you find in that category.
The other forward, Dickie Simpkins.
Well, he had 8 rebounds the other night. That's high for 95.
In the middle, Luke Longley.
Well, you see, he only had a couple points, but he had 10 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks.
In the backcourt, Ron Harper.
Ronnie Harper, 93-94 season, led these Clippers with a 20-point-per-game average.
And rounding out the starting 5, Michael Jordan.
Well, he just broke Jerry Sloan's all-time record at 697 of games played in a Bull uniform.
And the head coach of the Chicago Bulls, Phil Jackson, who's done very well on these early season West Coast trips during his tenure. For the LA Clippers, Rodney Rogers, the former Denver Nugget, gets the start.
And when he was in Denver, Wayne, he got 31 versus the Chicago Bulls last season.
Lloyd Vaught, former Michigan standout.
As he's increased his points per game each year in the last 5 years.
In the middle, Brian Williams.
If you remember the Platters, one of them was his father.
And Terry DeHare at one guard.
Terry DeHare, you know, Arnie, you would know this. There's a racehorse named after him.
And Malik Sealy rounds out the starting 5.
They call him Silk, not for his play, because he owns a little bit of a haberdashery and ties and such.
And Bill Fitch, the veteran head coach of the LA Clippers. Michael Jordan getting ready to load up. By the way, just a little note while you were getting into the background of some of these players, Malik Sealy's dad was a bodyguard for Malcolm X.
Huh.
The Bulls once again in their traveling black jerseys with the red pinstripes. There's the look at the series between these two teams. Bulls have won 5 in a row in the Los Angeles area, we have to say now. This is the building where the Anaheim Mighty Ducks play their games.
It's a kind of a building. Barbara Streisand was in here, and she canceled another part of her tour to come back in this place. Nice.
Yeah, beautiful building. They're the officials, Doug Rogan and Keith Cooper. And we should be about ready to go.
No.
Yeah, let's see if Michael gets ready. Chip Schaefer with the powder. Scottie Pippen loads up. Michael Jordan comes over to Johnny Redker.
Shoe Mick. See my Mickey Mouse hat?
Yeah, I know. Somebody gave that to you right before the stand-up.
Oh, yeah, that was Johnny Ligmanowski slammed it on my head. Okay, should be some fun here tonight. This club is 1-0 in this building. They beat the Grizzlies earlier in the year, 108-103.
Clippers in the home whites and the Bulls in the solid black with the red pinstripes, red numbers. Brian Williams on the opening tip against Luke Longley. And we're underway. Pippen triggers it loose. Longley against Williams. Luke in traffic to the right hand, drew the foul. Foul's on Brian Williams, his first.
Well, you and I have noticed how many times on this trip that the Bulls have gone into Luke Longley early. They tried it with Big Country the other night, Bryant, and Luke wasn't able to make the shots, but they do go to him early, see if they get some fouls on his starting center.
And get Luke into the game offensively as well.
Yeah.
I think you pointed out very well that when Luke Longley comes out for his first break in the game, a lot of times it's because of foul trouble, but if you can take him out late in the first quarter and he comes out with 1 foul and maybe 6 points, then you've got something going here.
Right. You want him to come out with more points than fouls in that first quarter.
Yes, indeed. Clippers set it up. Bulls have the early lead. Rodney Rogers, very talented forward. Malik Sealy having an excellent season. Lloyd Vaught's become one of the better offensive rebounders in the league, and he can take you out on the floor up to 20 feet or more. Jordan back the other way for the Bulls to Scottie Pippen.
Whoop.
Michael controls to Longley. MJ for 3. Brian Williams the rebound. DeHare to Sealy. Williams banging with Longley. Dickie Simpkins the rebound. Pippen to Jordan, right back to Scottie.
Whoa! A little distant on that shot, Pip with a smile.
A little too much air under that ball. Rogers looking for Lloyd Vaughn. Over Dickie Simpkins as he stepped away. Longley the rebound. Clippers are one of the poor shooting teams in the NBA at about 42%.
Whoa, a little too hard. They had Brian Williams in the back court. They tried to alley-oop to Dickie Simpkins, but wasn't there.
Rogers. So the poor shooting continues, and Williams picks up the loose ball. Now DeHare sets the offense. Jimmy Rogers did the scouting on this team for the Bulls staff. He mentioned the Clippers will run set and set and set, and until you take it away from them, they'll continue to run it. Brian Williams to the left hand. That's his strength. He and Rogers up front are two left-handed performers. Their strength is to their left, so you'd like to overplay there. Simpkins on the block. Luke Longley out of the floor at about 15 feet. Jordan has the rebound, draws contact on Lloyd Vaught. The foul on Vaught is his first and the second of the team.
Little shot just happens to be tipped over to Michael. He's able to draw the body, go on in, and he'll draw a couple of free throws here.
Jordan off the heel of the rim on the first.
Not shooting very well at this basket as yet. Even the free throw on Michael was strong.
Michael came in hitting 85% of his free throws. 1 out of 2 here, and the Bulls have a 3-2 lead. Some pressure in the backcourt by Chicago. Little trap with Jordan and Simpkins on Sealy. Lloyd Vaught was open. Terry DeHare at the arc. Good ball movement by the Clippers. Rogers driving baseline. Longley takes the air ball. Ahead to Scottie, and we've got a whistle.
Is that 8? Is that Brian Williams grabbed him?
It looked like either that or Rodney Rogers.
If it's Brian Williams, it's his second. Oh, doesn't he look marvelous, Billy? You old city slicker.
They came
it out his calf.
Yeah.
Norman.
Called that foul on Rodney Rogers, his first and the third of the team. Oh, Luke was open to the back door, and Harp a little too much on the pass. Well, Luke had an easy slam there. Slow start to this first quarter. Almost 3 minutes gone by. 5 points between these two teams. Sealy. Pippen the rebound. Scottie with some acceleration over Rogers. Simpkins the offensive rebound. Simpkins again.
Dickie put it up.
Dickie leads this team in offensive rebounds, and he got 2 of them on that sequence. Vaught to Sealy.
There's the basket for Malik Sealy.
Bulls by 1.
His career was spent at the foul by Terry DeHare. His career was spent playing the small forward. They moved him now to the shooting guard, and he really seems like he's thriving there. 20-second timeout as Carl Fitch is coming out all the way over here to talk to who? Where's he going?
20-second timeout.
Oh, somebody's hurt. One of the players is over here laying on the floor. I didn't see him.
Got an injured player down on the baseline.
It's Rogers, isn't it?
Looks like it, yeah. Stanley Roberts, the big center for this Clippers ball club, just went down with an ankle injury, broken bone in his ankle, and he'll be out for quite some time. And so they could ill afford to lose another front court player.
Let's see what happens. Up again. Oh, he comes down on his foot. He came right down on who was that? Dickey's foot?
Scottie Pippen's foot, I believe. Yeah. So Rogers heads off with what appears to be at least a twisted ankle, if not more.
Full timeout they take.
8:27 left to go, first quarter. A slow start here in Anaheim, but the Bulls on top by the score of 5-4. Number 13th, and the Bulls battle the Orlando Magic. It's Sterling Plumbing Group Travel Mug Night. First 10,000 fans entering United Center receive a Bulls travel mug, compliments of Sterling Plumbing Group.
Well, we know why Terry DeHare took that foul over at midcourt. It was to stop the clock so they could take a look and see what was the matter with Rodney Rogers. And now into the lineup, let's see, who did they bring in here? Looks like
Lamont Murray.
Lamont Murray, number 7. He can shoot that ball.
Both teams off slowly from the floor. And the Bulls have the edge on the boards. Simpkins takes the inbounds as we resume with the Bulls leading by a point. Jordan on the penetration. No, but a foul. Foul is on Malik Sealy on a reach.
Mike down a baseline, makes a little bit of contact. A little bit, just a little.
That puts the Clippers already over the foul limit, John, with 7:50 left to go. Or make that 8:19 left to go in the first quarter as Jordan makes good on his first. 7:50 is the time of day out here in Los Angeles area. Michael makes good on a pair. Bulls with some pressure in the backcourt. And this appears to have disrupted the Clippers a little bit here in the early going, Red. They've been a little bit frazzled in their half court. Now Sealy clears off a screen by Williams. Dickey Simpkins clears the board to Jordan.
Tips running.
Michael the pull-up. Ring it up for 2. Jordan with his first from the field. And the Bulls lead is 5. Sealy on the cut. Trying to lay it off to one of the big guys down low. Lloyd Vaught. He'll concede pass. Jordan back the other way. Makes him pay.
Yes, sir. 7 for MJ. Hasn't forgot where that hoop was when he came to the United States.
No, sir.
Crossed over the border. He found out it's still 10 feet off the floor.
It's still pretty much the same place in the U.S. as it is in Canada. Williams had it tipped away from behind. Got it back. And a foul.
Good power move. And you see how he can go to the hoop and use his right hand like that. Michael slapped the ball away, and they didn't come up with it. And here he comes in hard, throws the ball down. Nice job by Brian Williams.
And the foul committed by Luke Longley is his first.
Intense player. This guy's very intense player. Played with the Orlando Magic. Was very, very good. And in the playoffs last year, he was sensational when he was with Denver.
Simpkins to Jordan. Sealy clears the board. Clipper basketball. This is Terry DeHare.
Oh, offense on that thing.
Yeah. Williams on the screen. Should have been an offensive foul. Now they call a foul on the other side.
I think he stepped out.
Yeah, oh, you're right. He did step out.
Good pressure by the Bulls. Good defensive pressure here.
On the drive, Pippen left it short. Scotty feeds Dickey Simpkins and it tipped away. 3-second violation called on the Bulls.
Phil is saying you have to have control of the ball. Nobody had control of the ball. It was a free ball. Can't start counting until somebody has control of it. Everybody was tapping it and slapping it.
Bulls by 4. Lamont Murray around Scottie Pippen and the contact made on Scottie, his first personal. Second on the team.
You know, there was talk a year ago of a trade for this guy, for Pippen. Lamont Murray and a couple other guys for Pip.
Fortunately for the Bulls, it never happened. Sometimes the best trades you make, Red, as you know, being a former GM, are the ones you don't make.
Well, I don't know if the GM talked about it. The radio shows did.
Exactly. That's a whole other story. Who knows if it was
where it came from, yeah.
Ball belongs to the Bulls. Last touch by Lamont Murray. He's going to be a fine pro.
If somebody didn't start a rumor, there wouldn't be rumors.
That's exactly right. And then what would we do on talk radio all day? Simpkins to Pippen on the drive. Sealy clears the rebound. Loy fought. Drops to Sealy down low. Couldn't get it over Luke Longley. Scottie on the run. Harper on the fill.
Johnny Harper in the open court. He's still got a few fans here, I think.
Well, he led this franchise in scoring not too many seasons ago. What did you say, about 3 years ago?
Yeah.
5.5 to go in the first quarter. 10 to go on the shot clock now. Brian Williams on the block. He likes to go to his left. Got it off just in time before the shot clock wound down. Jordan. Luke Longley. Harper at the arc for 3. Longley back taps the rebound to Dickie Simpkins. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Jordan finds Harper. Baseline on the reverse.
Beautifully done. Beautifully done.
Harper with 4. Bulls lead by 8 is their biggest of the night. The hair lost on, or I should say Sealy lost on the sidelines. Bill Fitch not at all happy with the tempo his club is showing so far.
Kwiatkowski comes in now for Malik Sealy, and he can fill it up. Eric Kwiatkowski, he had 7 3-pointers in the game against Chicago in United Center earlier this year.
These two teams met twice in the preseason. The Clippers winning at Lincoln, Nebraska. The Bulls at the United Center. Longley to the right hand. MJ cleans it up.
Michael on top. He pulled his hands out once he let it go, so there wouldn't be any offensive goaltending.
Jordan with 9. The Bulls lead by 10. Coming up on 4 minutes to go first quarter. DeHare off a big screen by Williams. Kwiatkowski on the run. Finds Williams. Had it slapped away by Pippen. Picked up by Longley. Bulls have a 3-on-1 if they want it. Scottie.
Oh, was he up? Was he up? Up and away. Pip.
Put a cape on that man. Timeout. Clippers. Take a look at Scottie Pippen. Able to climb tall buildings with a single leap.
Gotta Go's come in 2 kinds.
Bulls on a 14-3 run. And here's a look at part of it right here with Michael Jordan creating. Red.
Watch the pass. Blind pass to Harper. Harper comes up with a reverse over the back of Williams. And then look at this play. You want to get in a poster picture? Terry DeHare is in a poster picture now.
Yes, he is.
Poster boy.
19-7. Bulls on top. And there's a look at the run. Foul's coming up on Harper.
A little late on the whistle, but Harp commits the foul. That's only the 3rd one on the course.
First on Harper. Terry DeHare sets it up for 3. Longley the rebound. Bulls controlling the boards here in this first quarter. Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, Pip all the way to the hoop. So Pip puts 4. nice points together for the Bulls.
Biggest lead of the night for Chicago. Williams at the elbow. Piatkowski off the glass. He normally gets his scoring about 22 feet outside of that range.
Rodney Rogers' preliminary diagnosis of a sprained ankle. They're going to take x-rays and we'll see what happens.
The back door's been open all night. Longley to Pippen. Pip could not finish. Loy off the rebound. Terry DeHare on the drive. Finds Murray at the baseline and a foul on Longley. Luke's second, fourth on the team. Pause here for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
Michael Jordan heads off. 9 points in that first quarter. And Bill Wennington steps on for Luke Longley.
Coach comes in for MJ.
Lamont Murray at the line. (21-10). He made 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. Pippen to Harper. We got a foul though before the pass. Foul is coming up on Terry DeHare. Make that on Piatkowski, his first personal foul. They change the call. Piatkowski gets called for the foul, and Pippen drops in his first. Scotty shooting 51% from the field on the road trip and has struggled at times from the line on this trip. I got both of those. 6 points for Pippen in the first quarter. Tony Kukoc in the game for the Bulls. Piatkowski out of the arc over Pippen. That time a brick. Kukoc to Scotty. The lead for Dickie Simpkins. Nicely done.
Dickie joins in the fun.
Simpkins with 4, and the Bulls lead by 15. Under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Terry DeHare. His first from the field. He has 2. Pippen right back. Kukoc on the wing. Scotty controls the rebound. Ronnie Harper in on Brian Williams, and the foul is called on Williams.
Williams didn't know whether to try to block the shot or take the offensive foul, but he picks up the foul, and here comes Harp on in. So he didn't know really what to do, and he got caught halfway. Pip with the little slide out of the pass. Bulls have done everything right so far offensively down here, haven't they? They missed a couple shots early. Testing the windage and seeing which way it was blowing and see what the iron was like, the floor, and then all of a sudden they found out what it was and just filled it up.
You know, and also, Red, I think the Bulls have kind of thrown off the Clippers' tempo with their pressing in the backcourt a little bit and their hustling on the half-court defensively.
Let's see what happens if Harp makes this, if they come out here and put that pressure on.
Harp 1 out of 2 at the line.
He said, Phil said, get back.
Now DeHare sets it up. Bulls are leading by 14. Lloyd Vaught out on the floor. The Clippers have shot very poorly here in this first half. 26% so far in the first quarter. Simpkins with a strong move. The tip by Harper.
Good job. Harp going. He's going to the basket from the wing. He's either getting a pass from Pip or he's getting free down there. Harp with 7 points. Nice job.
3 out of 4 from the field for Harper, who has done a good job. Made 10 of his last 15 field goal attempts over the course of the last 2 games plus. Terry DeHare off the screen by Williams. Oh, an air ball. We've seen about 3 air balls from the Clippers here tonight. Harper over Piatkowski. 9 for Harper. Harper and Jordan with 9. Pippen has 6 and Simpkins 4.
He's got a half a dozen rebounds here in the first quarter too.
Lloyd Vaught. Tough shot there. Here come the Bulls. Pippen finds Kukoc just inside the arc. Piatkowski the rebound. DeHare.
They throw it away.
Too much on that pass for Piatkowski. Now the turnover for the Clippers. Been a rocky start for Bill Fitch, whose team comes off a 105-86 defeat at the hands of San Antonio.
He was going to give Pimp a break here to come out of the game with 12-9. Phil says, stay around. We'll take Dickey out here.
Okay. Tony Kukoc.
There it is.
Kerr wide open for three.
Oh, off the top of the clock, and we got 1.4.
Well, they got the shot they wanted at the end there.
It's the best defensive effort the Bulls have had this year in a quarter, holding to 12.
Final seconds ticking away, and DeHare doesn't even get a shot off. So the first quarter comes to a close. Phil Jackson's Bulls on the strength of their defense, and it helped ignite the offense, extend their advantage to 18 points at the end of one.
Pure energy. Are you drinking enough?
Doctor, he's having another relapse.
Great. 20 cc's hydrocine. Clamps. Oh, I can't believe this. And I've got Bulls tickets tonight. Club level, mid-court. In fact, I think I even have one extra ticket.
You say you got an extra?
Doctor, he's having another relapse.
Great.
Write down the Bulls' high score, his point total, and the date of tonight's game, and send it on a postcard to WGN. You could win round-trip tickets on Southwest Airlines, the low-fare airline.
Christmas in Southern California for Dennis Rodman and Santa. How about that? That is a combination, to say the least. Start of the second quarter. Steve Kerr almost had a pick there. Terry DeHare sets it up. Bulls are leading 30-12. The numbers in the first quarter. Clippers a frigid 24% from the field. The Bulls didn't shoot lights out. That's because they got off to such a slow start in this first quarter. Outlaws in the ball game for the first time tonight. And following suit with the rest of his teammates, misses his first shot.
That's a pretty good first quarter. Harp with 9, Michael with 9. That 18 points equals the lead.
Jordan didn't go through his hands. Charles Outlaw picks it up. Terry DeHare on the run out. Well, he got down there like a thoroughbred coming down the stretch heading for home. It was a few years ago. There was a horse named DeHare that was one of the winter book favorites for the Kentucky Derby, right? Suffered an injury and was retired to stud. Boy, how lucky can you get? 7 to go on the shot clock. Jordan over Piatkowski. Outlaw the rebound and got a foul coming up on Jason Caffey. Loose ball foul on Caffey is his first.
All right, the Bulls a little sloppy to start off, so they give up a fast break basket to DeHare and then an offensive foul. See if they can get that intensity back. Scotty brought the intensity with him.
He sure did.
And so did Harper. So did Ronnie Harper.
DeHare fought Piatkowski, Outlaw, and Lamont Murray on the floor for the Clippers. And a whistle on the illegal defense call on the Bulls. Yes, that's the call. The official flashed the number of the player involved, which is, I believe, Jason Caffey, but did not point out what the violation was for. No, I think the player was Bill Wennington.
It was. Bill said, I had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. He said, get both feet out.
10.5 to go in this first half. Piatkowski to Lamont Murray. Facing Kukoc. Jordan reached in, and I believe it's Michael who gets called for the foul.
No, Tony.
Or is it Tony? Yeah, they're calling Tony on it. First on Tony, second on the team. Early going second quarter. DeHare with a bullet feed. Lamont Murray. Boy, that was a good play. A bullet from DeHare and Murray able to handle at the baseline. So the Clippers have scored the first 4 points of the second quarter. Jordan, Kerr, Caffey, Wennington, and Kukoc on the floor for the Bulls here at the outset of the second quarter. Caffey driving. Nice move into traffic. Blocked by Falk. Piatkowski on the drive. Murray from the corner. Jordan on the run. Michael to Tony. Kukoc on the block against Murray. To the left hand, left it short. Jordan cleans it up.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
It'll belong to Chicago. Last touch by Lloyd Vaughn.
I thought that one was in. You're right. Michael had that ball up on the glass. So, somebody score a basket, and it will be the first for the Bulls this quarter.
Yes, it will. Kukoc to Jordan, and then Jordan over to Bill Wennington. Charles Outlaw had position on Jason Caffey, and the rebounding foul is the second on Jason, third on the team.
Sometimes that big lead early frustrates you. You come in and you lose the intensity that got you up there. The Bulls do not have it at this stage with this group in there.
Michael is in there with the second team. Michael being the only starter on the floor for the Bulls. Piatkowski from long range.
Flat-footed shooter. He can flat fill it up. He cannot put it on the floor very well.
Phil Jackson doesn't like what he sees from his ball club. He's called a timeout. The Clippers have come out and scored the first 7 points of the second quarter. 8:52 to go first half, and the lead is down to 11 for Chicago.
Fed up with sports on strike? Don't hurt your head over it. Strike back with a sports video collection that'll be a smash in your home for years to come. The totally awesome sports collection from ChoiceMart. 5 incredible sports videos for just $19.95. Just $19.95 and you get Sports Blooper Mania, the lighter side of baseball, incredible plays, pro sports bloopers, and amazing superstars. 5 different tapes with exclusive footage, much of it never before seen on TV. You'll laugh, you'll cheer, you'll cringe. Satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. It's not available anywhere else, so get your credit card ready, pick up the phone, and call now.
Call 1-800-862-1100 now to get the totally awesome sports collection for you or your favorite sports fan. 5 incredible videos for one low price of $19.95 and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Call 1-800-862-1100 right now.
Everybody figures that dogs like to chase after things. Well, we do. To a point. But not over and over again. As for me, well, I don't go chasing after nothing that don't have soft hair, big eyes, red dog, bold yet smooth, easy to drink, and a real nice set of
Come here, Daddy.
teeth.
On Saturday, December 16th, the Bulls battle the Clippers, or I should say the Lakers. It's Kemper Mutual Fund's lapel pin night. First 10,000 fans entering United Center receive a Bulls lapel pin, compliments of Kemper Mutual Funds.
There's Jerry Krause, Clarence Gaines, a scout, and next to him is one of my coaches, one of the all-time greats, Alex Hannum, who coached the 76ers to a 68-13 record. And he had Wilt, one of the best teams ever. Had lunch with Tex Winter and him today.
Jordan, good. No look to Kukoc on the reverse slam.
I think Outlaw, that's $25, isn't it?
Yes, $25 to charitables every time a Bulls player slam dunks in tonight's game, courtesy of McDonald's.
I think Charles Outlaw helped him on the play. Tony Kukoc on the foul, his second.
It's the 4th on the team already on the Bulls with 8:31 to go in the second quarter. I believe you're absolutely right on that last jam by Kukoc.
Looked like Outlaw had his hand on top and pushed it on down in.
There's the shooting here at the outset of this quarter. Not very good for the Bulls. DeHare gets the step on Kerr. Wennington trying to help out, commits the foul. First on Bill. Bulls are over the limit.
8:21 to go. The Bulls in penalty. This is what really bugs you. Here goes DeHare down the lane and gets on inside. Bill comes over to keep him from making the basket. He does, but he gets 2 free throws, and the Bulls are struggling here.
Terry DeHare out of Seton Hall, first-round draft pick by the Clippers. Randy Brown up off the bench comes in for the Bulls. And he's going to get Bill Wennington. This is an interesting combo on the floor now.
Look at how small they are.
Yep.
That's what's happened. You're chasing a forward around out there. So Phil just decided to go small with them.
So the Clippers are again back to within 11. Steve Kerr to Tony Kukoc. Here's Randy Brown right back to Tony. 9 to go on the shot clock. Kukoc. Outlaw blocked it. Kukoc gets it back. Draws contact. Scored and a foul. Yes, that counts.
Outlaw did a great job. But he blocked the ball, went right back to Tony, and Tony laid it in and got the foul, too. Here it is. Tony goes up, gets it blocked. He comes back, gets the ball, spins on underneath, and draws a foul from Lamont.
So Tony at the free throw line. He has 5 points in the second quarter now. Pressure in the backcourt. Kerr and Brown, the guards, picking him up. Piatkowski double teamed by Kukoc. They get it away to Outlaw. DeHare at the arc for 3. Ring it up. 9 for Terry DeHare.
Michael not taking a very big shooting role in this.
Bulls
underneath.
Kukoc taking him deep and foul is coming up. Outlaw. Yep.
Tony working. He gives a fake, steps underneath. Tony working.
It's only the second team foul on the Clippers, so a non-shooting affair for the Bulls. Randy Brown picked up on a switch by Outlaw. Brown had it tipped away. It looked like from behind. The officials aren't sure. It should be Bulls' ball, and now the out official makes the call.
Flipped off of someone's finger.
Yep. One of the Clippers tipped it from behind. Michael on the inbounds. 13 to go on the shot clock for Chicago. Tony drives an Outlaw. Nice dish to the rookie, Jason Caffey, for the jam.
Well, Tony has got all the moves.
Well, he drew that defense too, didn't he?
Absolutely, he did. Brought him right in and dished it off to the rookie.
Bulls by 13. Piatkowski, it appeared, pushed off on Kerr, but I think this is going the other way.
You're right.
It's on Steve Kerr.
Piatkowski tried to post him up. Doesn't look like it, but Piatkowski's 6'7", and he takes Kerr down low, and a little bit of a jostle down there.
I don't know. I thought it was probably should have gone the other way, but Piatkowski at the free throw line. He has 5 points so far here tonight. He's been shooting poorly from the field this season, averaging 34% from the field, but 87% from the line. His dad, Walt, played for that man, Bill Fitch, in college over at Bowling Green. Kerr sets it up. Steve Kerr over Charles Outlaw. Jordan up high for the board. Michael on the scoop.
And a little bit for the people in the front row to think about.
Bulls by 14. Piatkowski double team from Kukoc. DeHare the open man. Vaught the rebound. And Lloyd Vaught puts in. He's flat out one of the better offensive rebounders in the NBA. Leads this club in offensive rebounds. Coming up on 6 minutes left to go in the quarter. Tony to work again. Finds MJ out of the wing at the baseline.
Why not, huh? 13 for Michael.
And the Bulls restore the 14-point advantage. Under 6 minutes to go in the second. Piatkowski, nice little move there. Couldn't finish. Outlaw had the rebound slapped away, got it back, and was fouled.
Tried to dunk it. Outlaw Outlaw's got some springs in his leg, hasn't
he? He sure does. Jason Caffey picks up the foul. Watch this.
Here's the shot missed here by Pankowski. Outlaw grabs it. He's going to go up and just hammer it back, but the foul was committed.
Jason's third personal. Outlaw with an odd free throw shooting style. Here's Luke Longley back into the lineup for the Bulls. Steve Kerr leaves. Pippen is back on, replacing Jason Caffey. Outlaw missed them both. 5.5 to go, second quarter. Bulls leading 41-27. Michael off the screen by Longley. I think he wanted to pass it to Luke, and it was tipped on the play short. Outlaw got a piece of it. Now to Hare. Pankowski has it knocked away by Jordan. Michael has it taken away momentarily by Murray. Now gives it up to Randy Brown. Says, Randy, you don't score nearly enough on this team. Here you go. Here's a gift. That's great. 43-27 Bulls. Terry to Hare with a good start there. He's got some acceleration in him, doesn't he, Johnny?
Yes, he does. Fine player.
Tipped into the lane. Kicks it to Kukoc. 4-3, and that's short.
Tony just doesn't look good shooting the threes. He can shoot it much better than that. Here's the Hare on the way in.
Lloyd Vaught spots up. Outlaw Pine for the rebound. To Hare at the arc for three. Another offensive rebound by the Clippers. Outlaw to Hare. Three again. Ring it up.
You shoot 33%, right? They figured from there you're in good stead. That time they had 3 shots at it.
They made one. 33%. There you are.
Yep.
Pass instead of a Kukoc. Knocked around like a pinball. Outlaw comes away. Lloyd Vaught on the reverse. So the Clippers storm back. Back to within 9.
Timeout.
Bulls want a timeout, and they get it right here. Clippers on a run to close the gap from 14 to 9. 43-34 Bulls.
Gotta Go's come in 2 kinds. Not so good.
That too.
Tuesday, December 19th, Bulls battle the Mavs. It's Miller Lite Lovables Poster Night. First 10,000, 21 and up, entering United Center. Receive a Bulls Lovables poster, compliments of Miller Lite. And here's what's on tap. A week from tonight, we'll be in the Bradley Center, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, on our way to the Brat Stop. Bullseye at 7:30 Central Time on WGN. A little later start there, Milwaukee, isn't it, Red?
Yep. Bushler now in for Steve Kerr, and we get our first look at Barry tonight.
And the Bulls control the boards in that first quarter. Clippers have done a better job, especially on the offensive glass here of late in this second quarter. Randy Brown guarded by Brent Barry, as you mentioned, in the lineup for the first time tonight. Pippen to the right hand of the hook shot. Very nice. 8 points for Scottie Pippen now. 11-point lead, Chicago. Barry playing the point guard spot. Sealy, the off guard. Jordan knocked it away. Michael on the steal. Bumped by Barry in the foul.
On a pass off, he said, now, Michael, why'd you do that?
Brent's first personal.
Yeah, they're in a penalty, so we'll go to the line. Third team foul?
Yep, only the third.
Oh, okay, I was looking at the timeouts. Right. Michael on a pass off that time. You'd think he might hear that whistle and just convert that ball up, but he didn't do it, did he?
Not that time. Coming up on 3 minutes left to go, first half. Bulls have led virtually every step of the way. That has to be a hold on Sealy right there.
Yeah. Michael stubbed his toe a little bit. That hurt, yep. I think Sealy's second. That's the fourth.
Watch this right here. Let's see if we can tell.
He hit his knee, yeah. Whoa, yeah.
They did bump knees. Pippen had it triggered loose and knocked out of bounds by Lloyd Vaught. And Terry DeHare back into the lineup after a short rest for Bill Fitch and company. He replaces Malik Sealy, who's shaken up. His knee hurting a little bit more than Michael's off that collision a moment ago. Pip broke one way and Michael threw the other. Lloyd Vaught was there to intercept. Lamont Murray. Randy Brown had it knocked out and it went off his forehead, out of play. It'll belong to the Clippers. So Murray will inbound. 2:43 to go first half. Bulls leading 45-34. Brent Berry, the second of Rick Barry's sons to play in the NBA. 13 to go in the shot. Pippen on the steal.
Oh, Pip, he just timed it right. He timed it.
Pippen averages almost 2 steals a game. The Bulls average 9 steals per contest as a team. Bulls by 13. Williams trying to go backdoor. Vaught. That was a good reception by Lloyd Vaught, and then had to make a difficult shot underneath the bucket. 6 for Vaught. Jordan over to Hare. Michael with 15 in the first half. Jordan 6 of 11 from the field. Brown knocked it out of play. It'll belong to the Clippers.
Outlaw's going to come back in here for who? For Lloyd Vaught.
Barry sets it up. Williams double team from Scottie Pippen. Outlaw taken down by Jordan.
Could have been a jump ball, but no. Michael with the foul. That's his first, and we're in the penalty, so Outlaw will shoot a couple. Watch this. It looked like a jump ball.
Sure did. From that angle, it certainly did.
Outlaw missed 2 free throws very badly last time, and this one was worse.
Outlaw is shooting 15% from the free throw line. 2 of 13 coming in. He's now 2 of 16 if you include these 3 misses tonight. This is the guy you want to send to the line.
Yep.
Okay, if you're the Bulls. Wow. Scotty picked up by DeHare.
Offense on Luke. He's telling him, Luke, get out of the way. You don't have to go over there. Let Pip alone on that play. So Luke picks up his third. Oh, on Pippen that time. All right, that's his second.
The numbers from the line. The Clippers, one of the poorest free throw shooting teams in the NBA. Los Angeles just 68% from the free throw line. Murray across the lane, off balance. Outlaw trying to make good. LaRon Miller gets the back tap rebound and a nice feed to Outlaw at the baseline. Charles Outlaw is deadly from that range. Pippen, 3.
Big Pip. He's got 13. He's got 8 rebounds to go with that.
Murray for 3 to get it back. Luke Longley trying to pry it loose, and here comes the surfing man from California. Bushler to Brown to Pippen, right back to Jeb Bushler. Jordan trying to clear out to Hare. He got a hold here.
So Mike goes to the line now as they're independent. Don't you think?
Yes, sir. I'll put him at the line. Terry DeHare's second personal. Judd Bushler likes to surf, but he also is an accomplished volleyball player out here in California. If he wasn't playing pro basketball, he'd be on the beach playing volleyball.
His wife also.
There's Judd. I believe he was telling me he also does some surfing, although not on a professional basis. Surfing something, Red, you shouldn't try at home.
Not even in the tub.
17 for Jordan. And don't do it around rocks either. DeHare. Oh, a little stop and go around Scottie Pippen to Williams. Nice ball movement. Murray on the reverse. Nicely done. Oh, my. right, that was a very nice sequence for the Clippers. Fouls on Longley. It's his third.
Underneath, good passing in the interior, and then Luke's got to come in and try to stop the play. Looks like he got his hand caught up in the net. So Murray shoots the free throw. 33.7, and the Bulls still with a 14-point lead, and that one is dead center.
6 for Lamont Murray. Half minute to go. Pippen. Murray back the other way.
Boom, a bullet to the fan in the first row.
Man, oh man, and that had some mustard on it. He was trying to find Barry, but that pass was... Brett Barry could not catch up with that pass, and Bill Finch in a stoic pose.
All right, just less than 24 seconds, so Steve Kerr comes in for Big Luke so they can get an extra shooter in there. So Brian Williams says, now who have I got? It'll be illegal defense.
It'll be illegal here.
There's an illegal defense. Now he's got somebody out there.
Now he's got Michael.
Oh, yeah. He's just going to take the man to the court. They're playing a flat zone. Look at this.
Final seconds. Scottie Pippen. You're right, they were in a zone. Pippen hustles to Kerr.
Yes.
0.8 of a second remaining. Kerr drains the 2. First half comes to a close. The Bulls trying to put a wrap on a successful road trip thus far. Halfway home in this one, leading 56-41. Stay tuned for WGN News at halftime. And then WGN Sports anchored by Rich King right after this.
I'm Larry Potash. Monday on WGN Morning News, take the ride of your life inside the mouth of a fiery volcano. We'll follow some gutsy scientists who track seismic activity. And it was stolen and stripped. Now find out how some California cops put this classic car back together again. That's all coming up Monday at 7.
I've never seen anything.
And there you see the score at the halftime at the Pond in Anaheim. The Bulls rolling over the Clippers right now. Welcome to our halftime report here on WGN TV. My name is Rich King. The Bulls with a fantastic road trip going. If they win tonight, they'll wrap it up at 6-1. So let's check out some wild first half action for the Bulls. They made it look easy. Ron Harper will get the jam on this play as the Clippers do the best imitation of the old Washington Generals, those patsies for the Globetrotters, you may recall. Michael Jordan, well, he had 17 points. He will score here as the Bulls had to control this game down low. Michael jams it back down. Shot, though, at the half and maybe the entire road trip. Watch this. Scottie Pippen, the monster jam. What a stretch he had. Bulls lead it by a score of 56-41 at the half. At the Palace tonight, it's the Hawks and Pistons. Stacey Augmon gets the stuff here on a feed from Spud Webb. Allen Houston playing well for Doug Collins this year. Houston nails a 3, but Doug, I'll tell you, looked under pressure all night long in this game, and it got worse because the Hawks pulled away to win as Augmon this time will get the ball to Webb, and he gets the layup. Detroit now has lost 4 in a row. Lenny Wilkins looks on. Detroit 104-96 in that one. Ends at 3. Detroit won that game 104-96, a correction on that score. All right, other action at the Spectrum. The Knicks held a breath on this play. Patrick Ewing goes down low. He got 6 stitches on his chin. Did come back in the game. He is okay, though. As for the Sixers, they are not okay. They're trying to snap a 9-game skid. Clarence Weatherspoon on the score here for the Sixers. John Lucas, of course, not very happy these days. The Knicks winning it to snap a 2-game losing streak. John Starks with the lay in there as the score there 94-85, the final. Philadelphia losing to the Knicks there at the Spectrum. Also, it was Houston beating Charlotte 113-98. Other scores in the NBA. New Jersey beats Cleveland, snapping a 4-game Cavs winning streak. In the second, Golden State leads Indiana, and it's Sacramento leading Orlando in the second, 42-36. Rounding out the scoreboard in the NBA, there you see Washington bombing Boston 135-107. David Robinson had 37 in that San Antonio win, and Minnesota and Denver tied 54-all. So that is a picture in the NBA tonight. When we come back, a look at college basketball, including a big night for the Fighting Illini. Stay right here.
Chicago Bulls basketball is brought to you by cold-filtered Miller Genuine Draft, making the world a very cool place. Your local Ford dealer. See 5 of the 10 best-selling vehicles in America at your local Ford dealer today. The Illinois Lottery. Have some fun. Play the lottery. And by Southwest Airlines, the official airline of WGN TV Sports. Fly Southwest, the low-fare airline.
13. So that catches you up on all the action today. Sit back now and relax. Enjoy the second half. The Bulls and Clippers back at the Pond coming up in just a few minutes.
On Sister Sister, the Twins vote.
Back at the Pond in Anaheim, California. Good to have you with us. Late night back in the Midwest. Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Rutker, the Chicago Bulls playing on the lead here at halftime. And I think, John, in that first half, especially the first quarter, early on, the Bulls kept the Clippers off pace with their defense, and both teams struggled from the floor. But once the defense clamped down on the Clippers, it started to trigger the offense.
Yeah, I think that Pippen's intensity, Michael Jordan's intensity in the first quarter gave him that 18-point lead. Then Phil went to the bench, and they lost it a little bit, but they came back to hold a 15-point lead here at halftime. And yes, we had some great highlights. Take a look at the first one here. Ronnie Harper coming off the wing here puts the ball down with a power slam. A nice job. We'll take a look at Luke, going to miss a shot here right on a baseline, but number 23, Michael Jordan, right there, just taps it in and says, "Get me out of here. I'll take that one and run." Terry DeHare with a nice move down the lane, comes on in past everybody, makes his basket, stumbles a little bit, but hustles back on defense. And here's the play of the game. Scottie Pippen over DeHare. Poster time for Scottie. And Terry, you don't want to be there in that poster.
Halftime statistics. These two teams combined together for about 18 steals a game, and they combined so far in the first half for 9 steals, so they're right on that average. You take a look at the turnover situation. Really the difference, though, free throws. Clippers split their free throws. The Bulls did the job at the line, and 30 rebounds for Chicago in that first half of play. Montgomery Ward leading scorers. Michael Jordan pacing the Chicago Bulls. 9 of his 17 points in the first quarter, 6 of 11 from the field. Pippen also played well in that first half. Terry DeHare, much of his damage coming in the second quarter with 12 of his 14 points in the second quarter of play. And the forward upcoming schedule for the Bulls. New York on Wednesday night back at the USC. Then San Antonio. On the road, we'll have that game at Milwaukee for you. And then the following Wednesday, the Bulls take on the Orlando Magic at home, and that'll be a big date in Chicago. So Michael Jordan, who was quiet in Vancouver till the fourth period of play, has made his presence much more prevalent in the early going of this game. Bulls are trying to wrap up the road trip at 6-1, and again, their targets on this road trip were at least 4-3, and a good road trip considered would have been 5-2 if they go 6-1 on the road trip, and they're only a couple of free throws away from being unblemished thus far on the road trip. But if they were to get it that 6th win and go 6-1 on the road trip, that would send a message for sure.
Bulls not very good from that three-point range. Scottie with the only three-pointer they had, 1 out of 6. So look at these road trips.
Yeah, this is the Bulls through recent years on their long road trip in late November, early December. How about that 6-0 in 91-92? You knew that was going to be a special year. 5-1 thus far, and they'd like to make it 6-1. Michael Jordan getting set for the second half of play here. And a sellout crowd at the Pond here in Anaheim that holds better than 18,000. On Wednesday, December 18th, the Bulls battle the Orlando Magic at Sterling Plumbing Group Travel Mug Night. First 10,000 fans entering the United Center will receive a Bulls travel mug, compliments of Sterling Plumbing Group. You saw a moment ago Bill Fitch. He was Phil Jackson's college coach at North Dakota, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
Yes. Grand Forks.
Did you have one of your boys go to school up there?
Yeah, my son Jim had a scholarship and played there. Matter of fact, he lived in Phil's room. Had Phil's room at the fraternity house. And really enjoyed it.
How did he know? Do they market Phil Jackson?
Well, I mean, you know, that's history. That's history.
All right. The Bulls back on the floor. The Clippers will inbound to start. Terry DeHare and Brent Berry, the backcourt for the Clippers. Loy Vaught, Brian Williams, Lamont Murray starting up front. Jordan, Harper in the backcourt, Simpkins and Pippen at the forwards, Luke Longley in the middle for Chicago. As we get underway, third quarter. Bulls leading 56-41. This is DeHare, watched by Jordan. Lloyd Vaught in close. Designed to play there. Quick pass into Vaught. First 2 points of the quarter scored by the Clippers.
Harper down trying to post up on Barry.
Dickie Simpkins. Luke Longley out on the floor at the baseline. Lloyd Vaught handles the rebound. This is Vaught. Lloyd Vaught hits the first 2 field goals of the second half, and the lead for Chicago is down to 11. Opening minute of play, third quarter. Steal by Brian Williams. Well, the Clippers come out sending a message of their own here at the outset of the third quarter. They've scored 6 straight.
He overplays on a high post, Williams, and he'll take that chance and make that steal.
It's a good point. Longley now. Take a look at the fast break numbers. The Bulls have a heavy advantage there, garnered in the first half, obviously. Longley off the back tap, bought the rebound. Clippers on the move. Oh, nice feed. Lamont Murray knocked out of bounds by knocked away by Michael Jordan. The foul call. Not quite knocked out of bounds. Second on Jordan, first on the team.
Well, the Bullies come out here not prepared to play the second half. They had a 6-0 run on them, and they've got 2 free throws here by Murray now.
The Bulls led 30-12 at the end of the first quarter. The Clippers came out and scored the first 7 points of the second quarter, and that's what they're doing right here at the outset of the third. They've scored 7 straight. Make it 8. 56-49. Off the ball, we've got a foul coming up.
DeHare.
Yeah, Terry DeHare as he bumped with Jordan. DeHare's third personal, first on the team. A slow start to this third quarter for the Bulls. Michael around Brent Barry. Brian Williams up high for the rebound, lost his footing. Barry on the drive. Kick out to Lamont Murray. Murray had it stripped away from behind by Pippen, and here comes Scotty off the steal. Oh, nice feed to Harper. Stopped by Williams, but a foul. First on Williams, second on the team.
Brian Williams on the foul. Here comes Harp on into him.
I believe that's the third on Brian Williams, third personal foul. And Harp at the line makes good on his first.
Harp with 10 points. Had a nice first quarter, 9 points in that first quarter, and he sat the second period. Let's see if Michael sneaks down the lane. He takes a couple steps in.
DeHare watching him on the runway.
Doesn't need it.
11 for Harper.
Well, those are the first 2 points for the Bullies here in this quarter.
Almost 2 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Some pressure in the backcourt.
Bibb on a steal.
There it is. Scotty on a 1-on-2 finds Harper. But they've got a foul coming up. I believe it's on Brent Barry. He did not have position as he tried to stop Pippen.
Well, Pip just overplayed the passing lane. Stood there, picked the ball off. That's a third on the team, as you're right.
Barry's second personal. Non-shooting affair. Michael off the screen by Luke Longley. Jordan on the drive, draws the foul.
Up he goes. Michael threw everybody. They call it a Lamont Murray, I guess.
Lamont Murray gets called for the foul. It is his second and the fourth on the team already now.
Michael misses his second free throw of the game. He started out the game missing a free throw, and then he put together 5 in a row.
He shot the ball very well coming in from the free throw line at 85.5%.
Are you talking about missing 1.5? He's close to that. Oh, they go. The Bulls put pressure on, so what they do is they drop 2 men behind the baseline and pass it laterally, but Barry stepped in and out, and Fitch does not like what he's seen.
No. Barry on the violation there. Bulls basketball underneath their own hoop. Scotty trying to feed it inside to Dickie Simpkins, and Lloyd Vaught comes up with it. Murray. Vaught crashing the board. Williams on the tip. Brian Williams has 9 in the game, and it's an 8-point lead, Chicago. Longley on the block. Brett Barry took away that lazy pass from Harper. Barry with a spin move around Harper on the drive. Offensive foul. Pippen was waiting for him in the lane.
Typical NBA game. You let the Rook do everything from half court. He comes down. He makes a spinning move down the lane. Watch this. He turns around, and there's Pip waiting for him. Take the play. Tough play. Tough play.
Scotty coming right at you. Right into your living room sofa. Pippen on the drive. Fouled by Murray. Wouldn't go. Lamont Murray's 3rd personal foul. Already the LA Clippers, with 9:10 to go in the 3rd quarter, are over the foul limit.
Well, the Bulls haven't got a basket yet either here. They're only 3 out of 4 from the free throw line. A couple by Harper and a split by Michael Jordan.
Scotty makes good on his first. He has another. He's made 3 in a row from the foul line here.
Goes on the runway. There he is. Nope, he didn't need him again.
15 for Pippen. 61-51. 10-point lead, Chicago. The Clippers set it up. Terry DeHare. A little shake and bake on Harper. Ron's seen that move before. Lloyd Vaught on the block against Dickie Simpkins. Nice move. Vaught has 6 in the 3rd, 12 in the game. Clippers have cut the deficit to 8. Jordan. DeHare picks off the back tap. Clippers can close to within 6 or 5. Williams the rebound. DeHare again at the arc. Brian Williams wants to go left. Watch it. Draws contact and a foul.
Man, you got to let him take that shot. Going back to his left, 15 feet from the basket. He hasn't sighted the basket yet. You foul him and put him to the free throw line. So that's the 4th on Luke Longley. Bill Wennington comes in.
Brian Williams at the free throw line. And of course, Red Kerr had the definitive note on Brian Williams. The dad was a member of the Platters.
Sang with the Platters.
Williams makes good on his first. Will step away for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN-TV, Chicago.
Brian Williams with his 2nd upcoming. You saw Wennington come in the game, as Red Kerr suggested, in place of Luke Longley. 11 now for Brian Williams. So the lead has shrunk to 6. 61-55. Biggest lead of the night was 18 by the Bulls in the first half. Take a look at this shooting in this 4th quarter. Q.
The rally killer right there, isn't he? 22nd timeout, and DeHare gets his jersey grabbed by Fitch. Tell him what to do. Let's take a look at this. Off the screen of Wennington, in he goes, and Howard slams it on down. This is what you don't find to other players. This is where he does something special. You don't find a lot of guys that go to the hoop and dunk in a half court. The big guys, maybe you find some big centers that do it, but that's really something. When he breaks out of defense, goes through their interior defense and slams it down.
Oh, you're right. You don't see many 2 guards do that in the half court.
Well, you don't see forwards or anybody putting the ball down for where he did and making that big drive to the middle. You may see a center take one step and do it, but
that's a good point. Bill Jackson releases his team. The Clippers are ready to go. That was the first field goal of the quarter for the Bulls. You see John Walgren, our associate producer, puts that little number up on the board. Spends half the quarter devising that graphic, and Jordan shoots it down within 30 seconds, right? day's work in the truck for Artie Harris and the crew. John Walker and Janice Devine on graphics. Almost a throwaway.
That's Barry. He can beat the clock.
A brick.
It didn't hit the glass. It didn't hit the glass.
Didn't hit the rim, right? It did hit the glass, but not the rim. You're exactly right. 24-second violation nonetheless.
That ball came across, and that's all it did was graze the glass, and so it's a turnover.
Remember, it's got to hit the rim now.
Watch this. There it is. Hit the glass.
Jordan backing out of there. Wennington finds Pippen for a thunder jam.
He wanted to hit Harper with the ball. They covered him up. That left Pippen open, so Pipp gets 16 and 17. Goes back to a 10-point spread.
DeHare running the ball club, stepping up at the point guard spot in place of the injured Pooh Richardson, out with a stress fracture in his left foot. Williams on the drive to the right hand, scored and a foul. Tough move by Brian Williams. Foul is on Scottie Pippen.
Brian Williams with a great move. 13 points. He comes on in, throws it up with the right hand off the glass, catches the good ring. The third team foul, the third personal on Pipp. Brian Williams with a good start here in this quarter.
Brian Williams sat out a good stretch of his career with Orlando with an illness, I believe depression, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And then he ended up in Denver and played pretty well for the Nuggets and came over here in the big trade this summer.
They had Stanley Roberts.
Oh, Michael, vintage Jordan there, 22 for MJ.
They had Stanley Roberts and Shaq and him, and he didn't get much playing time, and it really bothered him, I think. Then they made that trade to Denver, and he was very good in the playoffs last year, and now he's getting a chance to play. He's playing the center position. He's listed at power forward, but he plays that center position.
Lloyd Vaught. Williams crashing the board. Scottie Pippen out of the rebound. Pippen with 9 rebounds in the game. Jordan at the arc for 3.
Stay there. There's going to be a foul.
Loose
shot.
ball foul coming up on the Clippers.
Harp will go to the line. It looked like he got
Lloyd Vaught
wailed out by Lloyd Vaught on the play. Only the second on him, but a timeout. Now
6:24 to go in the third. Ron Harper, the former Clipper, his new team, the Chicago Bulls, leading 67-58.
Gotta go.
Michael Jordan's restaurant and Visa night. First 10,000 fans entering United Center will receive a Michael Jordan mask, compliments of Michael Jordan's restaurant and a Visa.
Listen to this, Arnie. The Wackos are attending the game tonight. That's the Western Association of Crazy Chicagoans and Others, an organization of 700 transplanted Illinoisans who are now reside in Southern California. Red, we purchased 150 tickets for tonight's game. The Wackos. Well, I just talked to Chip Schaefer, and he told me that Jason Caffey will not be back. He strained his left knee in the first half, so we won't see Jason.
Hopefully we'll see him next week against New York. Bulls have a few days off. Harper has now made 4 out of 5. The free throw line. Jason. And he misses the second. 11 make it 12 points now for Ron Harper. Bulls lead by 10. DeHare picked up by Harper. DeHare gets the step on Harper over Pippen on the drive. 16 for Terry DeHare. 8-point ball game in favor of the Bulls. Again, the biggest lead, 18 points of this game by the Bulls in the first half. Jordan. Again, the fadeaway over DeHare. 24 for MJ. The lead again, 10 for Chicago. DeHare to Williams on the drive. Vaught was fouled by Wennington. Second on Bill Wennington, 4th on the team.
Good screen set up on the top to start this whole thing by Brian Williams, and then the pass goes down, and Lloyd Vaught will go to the line. Lloyd Vaught didn't score in the first quarter, and he had 6 points at halftime and 12 in the game.
Don't forget our next telecast coming up Saturday night, Bradley Center. Bullseye 7:30 on WGN, 7:30 Central Time. Vaught, with 6 years on this roster, has the longest tenure of any of the Clippers. He makes good on 1 out of 2 at the line. Bulls lead 70-61. Under 5.5 minutes to go, third period. Michael chased by Lloyd Vaught on a switch. Wennington flashes in the lane. Nice move.
First basket for Bill Wennington. Nice move. Michael couldn't get anything out of the corner. Got it down low. Big Bill turned around, knocked it in.
Luke Longley is on the bench with 4 personal fouls, so Wennington will get a lot of playing time here in the second half. This is DeHare. Brent Berry. Berry among the league leaders in 3-point field goal shooting. So he bears watching the arc. 3 to go on the shot clock. DeHare. Brian Williams with the left hand. And they beat the clock. 16 for Williams.
11 right here in this quarter.
Dickie Simpkins trying to get it back at the baseline. Left that one woefully short.
Anybody that fades away on a jump shot like that under the basket ought to be short.
Murray off the mark. Simpkins gets the ball back for the Bulls. Pippen to Jordan.
Yes. Little change in direction into the hoop. Jordan with 26. He's got 9 in this quarter.
And just like that, the lead is back to 11, 74-63. Harper on DeHare. Murray comes out for the pass. Brian Williams has been a go-to guy in this third quarter for the Clippers. Berry for 3. Ring it up.
His first points of the game. They let him loose that time. He was just going to be taken out of the game.
Brent Berry shooting at 50% from the arc coming into tonight's game.
Yeah, we're just going to take them out of the game, too.
Jordan, double team, triple team. Here's Harper.
Ronnie Harp with his 14 points.
76-66 Bulls. Coming up on 3.5 minutes to go. Third quarter. Again, Berry left unattended at the arc, and again he buries it.
I'll tell you what. He did a good job on his kid not letting him get a look. Now they're going to have to look at him the rest of the game.
The steal by Berry. Brent Berry with 8 points in a row for the Clippers, and they're right back in it, trailing by 5. Jordan trying to feed Simpkins, taken away by Vaught. DeHare on the feed. Williams. Timeout, Chicago. They're up in Los Angeles for the Clippers, who are back to within 3. Is what, 6'10"?
Sabonis, yeah. 7'3". 7'3",
yeah.
Wow.
Now, you know, you get above 6'10", what difference does it make, right?
Yeah.
Jordan on the drive.
Threw everybody for a slam dunk from the side. Michael playing his game against theirs.
Chicago by 5. Coming up on 2 minutes to go in the third. Bulls led by 18 at the end of 1 quarter. They've been living off that advantage ever since. Williams on the fade off the glass. 34 points in the quarter for the Clippers. They've outscored the Bulls 34-22. Williams now with 20 points.
15 in this quarter. Pip, nice close layup. It's the shot.
Williams the rebound. DeHare on the run. Berry at the arc. Williams on the drive. Nobody was fouled.
All the emotions going now with this white-shirted team here in Anaheim, playing away from home. Really not playing in L.A. where they normally play, but they have won the only other game that they've played in this building. They beat the Grizzlies by 5 points. 108-103 earlier, and Brian Williams goes to the line with 2 free throws and knock it down to a 1-point advantage for the Bulls.
The foul was on Jordan, his third. Brian Williams, 20 points so far tonight, as Red mentioned, 15 in this third quarter. MJ The other night, third quarter, somebody pointed a finger at his face, and after making a shot, and MJ said, "I haven't even started to play." And boy, that was the case, as he started to play in that fourth quarter. 1 out of 2 at the line for Williams.
Somebody has to get a little physical with Williams. He's a very physical player. You can't let him go in and take what he wants when they're down on offense.
Under 2 minutes to go in the third. Bulls lead is down to 2. Barry got a piece of that pass. Harper gets it back from Kukoc. Pippen at the arc for 3. Hyatkowski the rebound for the Clippers.
A chance to tie or go ahead with the big one. They got 3 long-distance shooters, too, that can shoot.
Terry DeHare averaging 6 assists per game on the point. For 3. Lloyd Falk knifes in. Wennington can't handle, but Jordan does. He's on the run with Pippen. To running Harper.
Harp with authority. That's Harper's high this year was 13 points. He's got 16.
The lead again is 4 for the Bulls. Less than a minute to go in the third. DeHare wants some movement. 10 to go in the shot clock for the Clippers. Wennington tried to deny the interior feed, missed that. Williams on the reverse jam and a foul on Bill Wennington.
They give him the basket. Bill tried to overplay to the middle. 23. Tries to overplay. He's just too strong. Don't you think?
Oh, without a doubt. Brian Williams is 6'11", 260. This is a strong young man having a big night. 24. The Bulls have given up 38 points in this third quarter.
That's the most that the Clippers have scored in a quarter.
Pippen to Wennington on the jam. Good look by Scottie Pippen. I think Scottie traveled before he made that pass, but no one saw it. Or at least no one that could call a traveling violation saw it. Shot clock on the left, game clock on the right. We're in the final minute of play. Williams.
Oh, he got a little greedy.
Pippen tracks it down. Final seconds. Scottie trying to set the floor. 5 seconds to go. Pippen on the drive. Throws it away to DeHare. The Clippers do not get a final shot, but it was a very good quarter indeed for the Los Angeles Clippers, who have fought their way back into this one. Heading to the fourth, it's Bulls 82, Clippers 79.
You get down there.
Bulls! Deal!
Introducing the Illinois Lottery's Home for the Holidays promotion. Between now and December 20th, every $5 lotto ticket for any single drawing gives you a chance to win $5,000. And the excitement builds to December 23rd when one lucky lotto player will win a brand new Town & Country home or $150,000. Home for the holidays from the Illinois Lottery and Town & Country Homes. Somebody's going to win a new home. Might as well be you.
Write down the Bulls' high score, his point total, and the date of tonight's game, and send it on a postcard to WGN. You could win round-trip tickets on Southwest Airlines, the low-fare airline.
Miller Lite scoreboard. Jersey back east beat Cleveland by 1. Knicks prevailed over the Sixers. Washington big on Boston. Detroit beat Atlanta. Houston over Charlotte. San Antonio down Phoenix. Boy, the Suns are 7-8 now. Denver defeated Minnesota. Third quarter, Golden State and Indiana are tied, and in the third, it is a 13-point lead for Sacramento over Orlando. How about that?
One of our surprise teams we talked about.
Start of the fourth quarter, Kukoc kicks out Wennington for the spot up right there. 6 for Bill Wennington. Bulls lead it by 5. Bulls Clippers have been living on an 18-point advantage they enjoyed at the end of one quarter in this game. They've been outscored 67-52 since.
He's carried that ball. Look at this. Wow.
Barry at the arc for three. Ring it.
You cannot cheat on him. You cannot leave the man. It's 3 for 3 from there, and he's leading the league right now in shooting those.
So the lead is down to 2 once again. Kukoc at the elbow. Tony had it tipped away by Barry. Out leaps Kerr for the carry. DeHare finds Piatkowski at the arc for three. He left it short. Scottie Pippen is there.
Pippen with his 11th rebound.
And Piatkowski and Barry now, you have two excellent players on the wing from three-point range.
Oh, and then you got DeHare.
And then you've got Williams inside. DeHare on the steal. Kerr tried to take a foul, couldn't do it. Barry ahead of the field.
13 points for Barry. And we got a tie game. The Bulls blew an 18-point lead. They had 15 at half. And now they can't complete a pass on this end.
First tie since it was 2-2 early on. Pippen baseline around Piatkowski on the reverse. Couldn't finish. Williams to DeHare. Piatkowski driving baseline, ran out of real estate, but he was coaxed out of bounds, so to speak. Foul is on Harper. Ron Harper's second, first on the team. Harper's the man who coached him out. Piatkowski, Pippen triggers it loose and comes away with it. Kerr sets up the offense. They triangle to the left side. Wennington off the reverse pass. Bill Wennington second from the field here in the fourth. Bulls by 2. DeHare sets the floor. Clippers run their set. DeHare a little shake and bake on Kerr, right to work. DeHare had a big second quarter when Steve Kerr came into the game to pick him up defensively. 18 now for DeHare. Tony Kukoc. To the left on Loy Vaught. Pippen in resounding fashion pokes it home. 19 for Scottie. Timeout called by the Clippers. 9:10 left to go for the game. Phil Jackson and the Bulls.
Before you go, a technical foul on Pip, but
nonetheless, right, the Bulls still have the lead by 2.
Gotta go.
Donna Piatkowski will go to the line to shoot it here in a moment. Reminder that on Saturday, December 16th, Bulls battle the Lakers. It's Kemper Mutual Funds lapel pin night. First 10 grand entering UC receive a Bulls lapel pin compliments of Kemper Mutual Funds. And Piatkowski misses the free throw on the tee. Piatkowski leaves. Outlaw comes on. And there's Scottie Pippen. 19 points, 12 rebounds. He has done yeoman's work off the boards here tonight. Mike. We mentioned it before. The Clippers, one of the poorest free throw shooting teams in the league at 68.8%. But they have lived at the arc here tonight.
And inside when they go the other way. Here's a long pass. Turn your head, Bill.
Wennington breaks it up.
There you go. That's all he had to do.
Now Bill Wennington puts it on the floor. 9 minutes to go in the game. Bulls are leading by 2.
Jordan back in.
This is Pippen. Scottie splashes his 20th and 21st points of the night. Chicago by 4. DeHare directing traffic. Trying to get it back to Barton. Kukoc filled the passing lane. Tony sets it up. Jordan on the block, mishandled for a moment. Tough pass, right in his ankles.
Illegal.
Yeah, got illegal defense on the Clips. I believe they called that on Outlaw, looked like. He was out of position. First is a warning. Second will bring on a foul shot. Jordan looking to go to work here on DeHare. They cleared it out for him on the fadeaway.
Yes, he slips that one in for 30.
The NBA's leading scorer at just over 29 points a game has got his average and a little bit more. And the Bulls putting together a nice little run here have extended their advantage to 6 points with 8:09 to go in the fourth. Season ticket sales at 15,000 seats and have started a priority number waiting list for seats that may become available in the future. To add your name to the season ticket waiting list, call 312-455-4000. Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Redker, our producer director is Arnie Harris, assisted by John Walgren, Janice Devine on the graphics tonight. The Clippers start up now trailing by 6. Bulls have scored 6 straight. Lloyd Vaught out of the floor. Steve Kerr rebounds. Bulls looking to push. Pippen wanted it on the wing. Steve didn't see him. Yep, Michael's on the block. He'd like to get it. It's pretty well covered. Kukoc to Kerr. Now into Jordan. 10 to go on the shot clock. Right back to Kerr for 3. Rebound Jordan.
Too close. Well, you had your three-point shooter taking a look at it, then Michael down. Here they come.
Terry DeHare tried to feed Williams. Bad pass. It was behind Brian Williams.
Michael's the trailer.
Pippen, Jordan, Kerr for 3.
Yes. They come off a fast break. How's that? Pippen and Scotty with the ball, and they find Steve Kerr. He knocks it in for a 3. Bulls have shut him out here for a while.
9-0 run by the Bulls here in this fourth quarter has opened up the 95-86 lead. 7 minutes to go in the game. Williams backing Wennington. Rebound Jordan. There's the run by the Bulls. 6:45 to go on the road trip.
Over the top. Watch it over the top.
Kukoc just bounce at Jordan. Well-designed play by the Bulls. Excellent execution of the half court.
It was designed for the alley-oop, but when it's not there, the guy's looking up in the air. You bounce it, and that's what they did.
DeHare wanted Williams, and he gets him on the block against Wennington. 7 to go on the shot clock. DeHare for 3.
Yeah, bring it up for 3, so he answers with it. He's got 21 now.
That snaps the Bulls' run and puts the Clippers back in it, trailing by 8. Jordan, quick move on DeHare. Tried to feed Kukoc. It bounces to Wennington. Here come the Clippers, led by Terry DeHare.
Just don't give him a 3 on this shot. There's Barry.
Williams on the block. They collapse on him.
He throws it away.
Going to belong apparently to the Clippers. Last touch by the Bulls.
Here's the pass by Tony down the lane to Michael going on in for that layup. So they've got 13 on the clock.
Clippers now with Malik Sealy, Terry DeHare, Lloyd Vaught, Brian Williams in the lineup, along with Charles Outlaw. The inbounds to DeHare. There's the pull-up. Boy, you got to call that kind of shot. Pippen. Kerr, right back to Scotty. Oh, beautiful ball movement. Kukoc had it partially blocked. And it should belong.
He didn't say it. He didn't say it. This guy calls it against the Bulls.
Yeah, it's going to belong to the Clippers. So Los Angeles basketball under 5.5 minutes to go in the game. Bulls leading 97-89. DeHare watched by Kerr. Boy, Wennington and Williams in a battle royale on the block. Wennington's got him covered well. Trying to beat interior feed to Sealy, stolen on the play. Pippen was fouled by DeHare.
Yeah.
It's a 4th on Terry DeHare.
Barry's going to come back in a game. He leaves for DeHare. Here comes Bushler for Pip. Pip's giving a lot of energy here, so at 5:08.
It's only the first team foul on the Clippers. Terry DeHare on the bench with the foul difficulty. And very upset with himself. Under 5 minutes to go in the game. Wennington. Bushler for 3. Lloyd Buck clears the rebound. Barry against Kerr.
Get out, get a hand up.
Plenty of time on the shot clock for the Clippers to reset this offense. There's the clock in the left-hand corner of your screen. Williams. Chased down to the play by the Bulls. Kerr to Bushler. Bushler trying to hook it to Jordan.
Throws it out of bounds. They're looking for travel, but Bushy trying to make a little bit of move and give it to Michael. So 4:21 here. The Bulls still with an 8-point lead.
I think Bill Fitch had some merit to that gripe. There's Fitch's former player.
Lamont Murray now in the lineup for them. Gives another big rebounder shooter.
So they spread the floor a bit. Michael swiped from behind by Jordan, knocked out of bounds. And Luke Longley up off the bench for the Bulls.
Nope. No, he says nope, stay.
Phil sent him to the scorer's table and then pulled him back. Clipper basketball.
No, he sends him back.
8 to go on the shot clock. Sealy shot, heel of the rim. Tony Kukoc pried loose the rebound from Lloyd Buck. Jordan was ahead of the field. Confronted by Barry. He is fouled on the play.
Tony didn't know he was out. Michael sneaked out ahead of the pack, and Barry picks up the foul. His 4th. Tony throws the ball down. Mike is going to go up. He knows he's going to get grabbed. He throws a little slam up off the glass. Not there, but he'll be at the line for a couple. Pip got his short rest.
4 fouls on Brent Barry in the ball game.
Pip went out with 5 minutes and 2 seconds. I think he comes back with 3:54, so he got about a minute plus anything that went out of bounds. Michael drains the first free throw. He's got 33.
The Bulls will travel home tomorrow. They'll have practice on Monday and Tuesday and then play the New York Knicks on Wednesday. New York, San Antonio at home. San Antonio on Friday, then up to Milwaukee for a Saturday night game that you'll see on WGN TV next week. Michael with 33. Still 3:54 to go in the game. Jordan has 34 points. Bulls by 10 as they begin to extend the advantage here in this 4th quarter. Sealy trying to feed Murray, taken away by Jordan.
Tony, watch it, catch it. There you go. He's in the gym. Steve? Nope.
Brett Barry jumped at him at the arc. Trying to feed Pippen on the high post, and Sealy took that away. Here's Barry. Nice look. Lloyd Buck draws contact. No foul. And he's off the glass.
You wonder why there was no foul when he was that close. You might want to just grab him on that play. The Bulls only have 1 foul.
15 for Lloyd Buck. The lead is 8. Jordan on the drive. Kukoc at the arc.
Tony's been off this whole game.
Barry. Oh, knocked away by Jordan. He nearly had another pick.
Bulls are taking a timeout here or what?
3 minutes and 2 seconds left to go. And we've got a timeout called by Chicago. Bulls 99, Clippers 91.
Once in a while.
Chicagoland Carson Perry Scott store. And sign up for your chance to be a Bulls honorary ball person for a game. Michael Jordan, Tony Kukoc, and the Bulls break camp. They're your scoring leaders for tonight. The NBA's leading scorer, Jordan, has hit 13 of 22 from the floor, 8 of 10 from the line. He also has 11 rebounds and 5 assists in the game. And Brian Williams, 9 of 16 from the field. Williams with the ball right now. Brett Barry. 10 to go on the shot clock for the Clippers. Levon Murray. Barry gets the step on the runner.
Nice balance. This guy's going to be a great player if he's anywhere near what his father, who's in the Hall of Fame.
You know, I watched one of their games earlier this year, Red. He is going to be a nice player. Yeah. Brett Barry, he may be the best of the Barry boys. Kerr for 2. Balk the rebound. Bulls by 6. It's not over yet. Williams faces Longley. He wants to go left. Lloyd Vaught bumped by Kukoc. It's only the second team foul on the Bulls. Third on Tony. So non-shooting affair. Lamont Murray inbounds right in front of us. Bulls leading by 6. Brian Williams against Longley. Longley knocked it away, no foul. Pippen. Under 2 minutes to go. Bulls would like to deliver a nail in the coffin here.
Michael wanted to go down the post, but it wasn't there.
Kerr off the screen by Kukoc for 3. Way off. Los Angeles basketball with 1:44 to go, and the Bulls lead still a somewhat tenuous 6 points. Brett Berry sets it up. Berry bumping into Kerr.
Should have been enough. Okay, it was not.
Blocking foul on Steve Kerr.
First in the last 2 minutes.
Yep.
The Bulls, and
Berry is down. Here's a look at him. Career high 17 against Vancouver, 15 tonight.
Don't pick him up. Don't pick him up. The player's trying to pick him up. Let's see what happens. He tries to come in. It looked like Kerr was.
Looked like they bumped heads.
Knee. Their head, yeah.
I thought they bumped heads.
So we got a timeout.
Let's see. Shoulder and head, maybe. You know, Steve's shoulder into his chest, and then their heads collided. And they're taking a full timeout right now. So while they tend to Brent Berry, we'll take a break. 99-93 Bulls. Minute 35 to go in the game. We'll be back.
It's their
right knee. The Clippers resume offensively. 15 to go on the shot clock for Sealy. Against Jordan. Pippen double teams and tipped it away. Quick shot there by Lamont Murray. Kicked out of bounds by Malik Sealy. It'll belong to the Bulls. Now watch this lower portion of your screen. Brett Berry right knee to the right knee of Steve Kerr, and that's the injury. That was the problem.
He walked off the floor during the timeout, but he had to be helped, so we don't know if we'll see him again.
They already lost. Rodney Rogers did the Clippers to a sprained ankle. The x-ray's negative on his ankle, but it's a bad sprain. Oh, Michael lost the handle on it. Terry DeHare up and running. A minute to go in the game. Lamont in that position. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. Pip, what a defensive player. Lamont Murray just came in and is not hung up in the tempo with his game yet. He got the ball a little out of control. Pip comes down and waits for him. Boom. Lamont Murray on the foul, and we've got 58.7 seconds.
That's the second offensive foul Pippen has drawn in this ball game here tonight. Scotty. Harper. Bulls are leading by 6.
Take some time off the clock if they want.
8 to go on the shot clock. Tony. Harp at the baseline, and a foul coming up.
So Harp to shoot a couple free throws. He's got his high this year was 13. 16 he's got tonight. And here he goes on in to everybody. Draws the foul. 37 seconds. 2 free throws would be mighty big here, don't you think?
That foul was on Lloyd Vaught, his third. Yes, 2 free throws would be nails in the coffin, as it were. Harper has 17. There's Bill Fitch. He's done a good job with this ball club, Red. You know, they're down by 18 points. They kept playing.
Those were big free throws by Harp. Good job.
So the Bulls lead is 101-93. Coming up on half a minute to go. Clippers, I would think, would have there's a good pass into Vaught from DeHare. Lloyd Vaught on the roll. Pressure in the backcourt as expected. Now they relax a bit. There's a 1 second difference. Shot clock to game clock.
They've got to take a foul. There it is. Michael will shoot 2 free throws. Fitch says you got to take it when somebody else has the ball. So you got 52 of the points out of the backcourt of the Bulls. 18 by Harp. A big bonus here. 34 by Michael. You know he can get his points. They always need somebody to step up with points, and Pip is the other guy in the middle with his 21.
Michael is 8 of 10 from the line here tonight. 14.5 remaining.
Air is kind of let out of this building. A lot of people starting to slip out.
His last 40-point game against the Hornets.
Opening game.
Opening night.
Opening night. They'll take a timeout.
Timeout on the floor, and we'll be back after these messages. The Bulls lead 103-95. Was produced and directed by Arnie Harris. Our associate producer, John Walgren. And the executive producer, Bill Borson. The Clippers were down by 18 points at the end of one quarter. They outscored the Bulls 29-26 in the second quarter, 38-26 in the third to make a game of it. Down the stretch here, the Bulls have begun to pull away.
No matter what game you play, the other team always is going to make a run at you. You got to be ready for it. The Bulls were ready. They bent a little bit. They got down to that tie, and then they played defensively pretty well. Pippen has been a real dynamic force here. He's got 6 assists, 13 rebounds to go with the 21 points. Michael's got 11 rebounds to go with his 36. So they got a good effort. And then I tell you, the big effort for me, the guy you have to have a player that did his job tonight.
How about Harper? How about Harper? 6 of 7 from the floor, 6 of 8 at the line for 18 points. That's got to feel good. This is a franchise he played for a number of years, the LA Clippers. Terry DeHare, time winding down.
Taking a lot of time. What's he looking for?
I don't understand this. They're down. They've got to get it up in a hurry. Sealy.
He's got a 3, but did they take the time getting the ball out?
Yeah. Now the inbounds play. Jordan is fouled.
Like Sealy, that's only his 5th point in the game.
103-98. It's a 5-point ball game, but 3.6 seconds remain for Bill Fitch and company.
They took all that time. I didn't understand that. You know, you got to go quick and then take the foul. And this might be so far the wrong guy to foul. Michael has missed a couple of free throws, and those are guards. He missed one at the start of the game, one at the start of the second half.
Among the guards of the NBA, he's made 100 free throws this season coming into tonight's game. And he's done the job at the line here tonight. 37 now for Jordan. That's Bill Fitch. He can't be happy with the way his team has handled the ball the last minute. You know, I thought their previous possessions, Red, they were also a little bit nonchalant.
Here they come. That game should be coming over. Here it is. It's over.
And Celia did not get that off in time. So the final score here from Anaheim. The Pond in Anaheim. Michael Jordan, Bill Fitch exchange pleasantries. The Bulls prevail over the Clippers 104-98 and close out the road trip with a 6-1 record. Michael Jordan, 13 of 22 from the field, 11 of 14 from the line, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 37 points here tonight. Back with a final wrap-up after these messages.
Now, to each man who shaves, there's an edge all his own. Only Edge Gel has 8 custom formulas to fit every shaving need. Discover.
AT&T shot of the game. Watch Scottie Pippen here, able to leap tall buildings on a single bound and to the bucket for a poster shot, as Red Kerr would say. High-flying scorer, we mentioned Michael Jordan, 37 points to lead everybody. Good shooting night from the field and 11 rebounds. Wayne Larrivee and Mickey Mouse.
From Disneyland. Here we are. The Bulls put together to win. You know, right now, Coach Phil Jackson needs 2 victories to pass Dick Motta for the all-time winner. Coach with Chicago, and they're 13-2. They did what they had to do. The Bulls came out here, had a little fun. It was nice in the sun. We end the trip. We'll be home tomorrow, girls.
And yeah, exactly. And boy, that is very becoming on you, I must say, Red Kerr. You could do a lot of business with that little cap on there. So the Bulls wrap up a most successful road trip at 6-1. And if you look at it, just a couple of free throws missed in Seattle, it could have been a perfect trip.
Well, after that great third quarter they had, if we made the free throws, the guy behind us could have given us something under the tree.
There he is. That's your guy, Santa Claus. All right, our next game coming up on WGN. Be a week from tonight, Bradley Center, for a 7:30 bullseye and an 8 o'clock start Central Time, the Bulls and the Bucks. For Johnny Red Kerr and our producer-director, Artie Harris, Wayne Larrabee saying so long from the pond in Anaheim, California. The final score, the Bulls 104, the Clippers 98.
Chicago Bulls basketball has been brought to you by Red Dog Beer. Bold yet smooth, unusually easy to drink. You are your own dog. Builders Square. For all your home improvement needs, we'll get you squared away. Your local McDonald's restaurant. Have you had your break today? Electric Avenue, Montgomery Ward. The store for great prices on brand name electronics and appliances. AT&T, the official telecommunications company of the NBA. Your Chicagoland, Northwest Indiana Toyota dealers. I love what you do for me, Toyota. And by Southwest Airlines, the official airline of WGN TV Sports. Fly Southwest, the low-fare airline.